Hello everybody, Robert Dunt, founder of Art Top 10, and here we are today at Art Basel 2017. I've never been to the fair before. I'm really excited to see what's inside, and as you can see, the whole place looks absolutely massive. Anyway, about to head in and see if I can actually find the press pass, and we will see what happens. Seems to be unbelievably huge queues. Anyway, so let's go for it. Okay guys, and here we are heading for the press badge pickup. So let's go and see what happens when we get that. Okay guys, we've got the stuff, got the press pass, got the monumental amount of press stuff to go with it, and we are off to this thing. The map is huge. So here's the map, two big floors of the thing, and you turn it over and there's another huge floor. So let's see what we can get around. We've got about 3 hours. Let's go for it. And here comes Team Dunt, who are here for the day. My parents, my wife, and my son, who has his own very own press pass. Okay guys, so here we are. We're inside and we're going to head into the Galleries A to C section to start with, which I think is this bit down here on the map. Anyway, let's see what happens. Okay guys, so here we are. And we're just beginning to wander around the place, trying to get a feel of it. It's big. I don't know if you can see behind me, but it stretches on miles down that bit there, on that sort of alleyway behind. And this is only the ground floor of the thing, and pretty much about half of the whole place. So let's have a bit of a stroll around and see what we can find. What I always love about these high-end art fairs is there's never any sense that anybody's ever going to buy anything. All the transactional thing is kept to a minimum. There's just a few slight wooden tables with people chatting about things. It's not like the affordable art fair or something where you can see the credit card machines. It's as if nothing's ever bought or sold, although obviously things are changing hands for vast amounts of money. Quite like these two little paintings by Tony Smith here, which look quite nice. And these are, I think these are Matthew Mark's New York, Los Angeles gallery. Got some nice Robert Rauschenbergs over here. Quite nice ones, these. And another one lurking around there, and another one over here. The whole thing is it's in a full-time purpose-built building, so it's actually got quite a nice feel to it, nicer than the sort of feel of Frieze, which is obviously in a sort of put-up tent. And it's all a bit calmer and more chilled as you wander around. So it's very nice, actually, very nice art fair. And here's a good one for this place. Money creates taste. These are little like marble seats. It is man's fate to outsmart himself. These are at it's quite a funky giant photo over here of what do you call them? Those things that make energy out of light. But I find it quite hard to work out which galleries are in most of the time. It's not very clearly explained somewhere, but here's a quite nice Thomas Shabitz. I always quite like these paintings, which is pretty cool. And yeah, another very subtle place where the gallerists will lurk during their day. Here we go, there's Gagosian. Got some quite nice funky things. Got obviously a nice big Liechtenstein over there. These two freaky things, which obviously causing quite a lot of entertainment with the people wandering around. And I think that is probably an Andy Warhol lurking up there with a bit of camouflage on it, and a giant bit of gold stuff down the end. But yeah, quite fun. Not a bit of Gerhard Richter at Gagosian as well, looking a little bit dodgy in real life. I think the edge of this canvas looks a bit kind of I don't know, it's a bit sort of thin. I'm not quite sure that's the right word, but I don't know, if you're going to spend like 8 million or whatever one of these things would be, it looks a bit, I don't know, cheap. Sounds a bit bad. Anyway, let's keep moving on. Okay, despite my moaning about the Gerhard Richter, my dad likes it. And what was it?
We like the Gerhard Richter. The 1994, of his late period. I like the way it's very painted, and the way the colours move down the canvas is particularly expressive of his feeling in the red period.
And there's a bit of a Damien Fish Hurst that goes in as well. And somebody actually likes this one. Do you actually like the fish? You like the fish? A bit. Good. Nice bit of a Sigma Polka here at, oh here we go, found it this time. Thaddeus Ropac. Quite a nice one. Now all the stuff here actually is good quality work by the people. Sometimes they can be a bit dodgy at these art fairs, but these are nice. Nice bit of a sort of bedspread linen, a bit of dripping stuff going on. So nice one that. Very nice. Now this one amuses me. This one over here, if I can get to it. This sort of wire head, sort of 3D wire head. The thing that amuses me is here it is in you know, Art Basel in some massive separate thing. But if you wander around the Affordable Art Fair, you see hundreds of things like this, just slightly smaller. So it's well, quite a lot smaller, obviously. So it's a bit like, you know, it makes you question what really is the quality of work at these places. Is it just the size? Is it just the name? But you know, it's not profoundly different. Something you'd see in a significantly less well thought of art fair. This is a Daniel Richter. I haven't seen a Daniel Richter for years, since I saw hundreds of them in Cologne. This would appear to be, oh, Gallery Thaddeus Ropac. Anyway, still sort of very Peter Doig-esque, but not bad. It's only slightly hard to actually find good contemporary painting at these things, as there are a lot of weird stuff, or videos, or giant bits of rock. Anyway, fascinating. Here's quite a cool cube with a circle sphere with Arabic writing on it at here. Jorge Tina Kim, Seoul, New York. But what I quite like in here is this one down here, which must be a sort of C. Twombly before the rest of it came on. But I like these ones where they just full school, at least I hope it is. C. Twombly. I'll look in a minute, and there's quite a nice late de Kooning over there.
William de Kooning, a fine example, painted in 1985. It's entitled 12. And as you can see, it's very restful and at the same time intriguing picture.
Got this one completely wrong. It's not a C. Twombly at all. It's something completely different. It is Park Sao-bo, 1931. Slightly mystified by that. Absolutely no idea whether that is like a C. Twombly fake or not. Mystified. I'm going to go home and look it up in a book and see if I can work it out. Or maybe I've just got it. I don't know. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Here we go in the white cube bit. Bit of Gilbert and George there. White cube bit actually leaving me a little bit lackluster. Who's that by? The Gagosian bit was really good, but this bit is not quite doing it for me. It doesn't even seem as huge as you'd have thought. I think this must be Rudolf Stingel, and this must be Cupid's Lie. This looks like one of Damien Hirst's new sort of weird manufactured, potentially come out of the bottom of a ship things. Yeah, it's not blowing me away, this white cube bit. One of those Philip Gustons when he was still doing the abstract stuff before he did all the other crazy things. It's actually really, really nicely painted, actually. And lots of really subtle different colours in it. It's actually a really cool painting. Very, very nice indeed, actually. Okay. Oh, and there's one of those guys. Name I've absolutely forgotten for the second. Sean Scully. It's actually quite like this one. Sometimes I'm a bit left a bit cold by the Sean Scullys, but this is actually quite a nice one. Big swathes of colour. Just want to move back because I'm not crushing anybody. Big swathes of colour, and then this one here, Sergei Bolyakov. It's quite interesting because this is here, all fancy and special. It's not really, frankly, much different from a Patrick Heron. But I guess you're not going to get any Patrick Herons. So I don't know, we'll see what we find as we go around. And here's a, what is it, a fox standing on an egg with a hat. It's obviously causing a lot of entertainment for the crowd. Bizarrely enough, I saw one of these in a junk shop in St Ives quite recently. Which again makes you question what is here and why, but I guess that's part of the whole thing. I feel slightly sorry for that fox, it looks quite injured. Anyway, let's keep going. It's quite interesting. These some paintings, or well, I'm not sure they're paintings, actually they're prints by Jonathan Lasker. I always liked a bit of a Jonathan Lasker. The real paintings are absolutely huge. These are little prints with sort of little extra bits of paper stuck on top of them. Not bad, not absolutely stunning, frankly. You've got a real sense of here's something you can buy about them, which is, I don't know, maybe not a bad thing, maybe is. And here's a rather nice Andy Warhol banana, like the one on the Velvet Underground album. It's quite cool, haven't seen that before, which is nice. Nice big Jonathan Lasker up here at Thomas Schulte, Berlin. They're quite funky, these big ones, much more fun than the little prints downstairs. A nice big bit of drippy stuff over there, but no, I like the Jonathan Lasker, although I don't know, if you're sitting looking at it every day, would you like it more and more and more? I find the sort of purposeful drab colours slightly irritating, but other than that, not bad. Okay, let's keep going. Here we are, wandering around the upper floor, and there's a big painting over here, this yellow one with a dripping on it that I thought was a Sigma Polka, but it's not. It's 2017 by somebody else. And the thing I find funny about these art fairs, or this art fair, like pretty much any other, is so who's it by? Jacqueline Humphreys. I mean, it's essentially, it looks just like a Sigma Polka. It's basically, sounds a bit mean, but I think it probably is really a sort of copy of a Sigma Polka. It's very slightly different. The paint is blobbed on top as opposed to it being painted onto a bubble wrap, which is what I thought it was from a distance. But even though you're here at Art Basel, you've still got a hint of what you'd get at the Affordable Art Fair, which is like copies of pictures. And so if you're a collector, do you know what you're buying, basically? Are you buying the original thing or something else? But so it does makes you wonder and be fascinated to see what more of the high-end collectors are like. What are they thinking when they buy the things? How much do they know? And I guess that's why you got more and more art advisors and things these days. Anyway, absolutely fascinating. It's huge up here. This whole thing must be like twice the size of Frieze, basically, at least. And we haven't even got some weird other building with a spaceship in it yet. Anyway, let's keep going. Okay, guys, and art fair fatigue is kicking in. Are you enjoying it? This one is absolutely hating it, and he's basically had enough. But we're going to see what else we can get in before it's finished. Okay, so upstairs on the second floor we got more sort of freaky stuff, like I don't know what this is really, but freaky sort of green thing. And then around here we got like a film of a deep sea diver doing something. Not entirely sure what they're doing. And then over here you've got like a sort of little freaky bit with dangling stuff and little cushions you could lay on. And then over here there's a woman in that corner. I don't know if you can quite see her down there. She's over there doing a sort of a live performance. And we'll try and get up a bit closer. She's perilously close to the people wandering by, which is probably making it all a bit more entertaining. Oh look, here you go, here's another thing. There's a guy like spinning around some giant sort of a musical thing. So you got a bit more of the freaky entertainment vibe going on up here. Oh look, there you go, it's about to make some noise. Okay guys, so just having a sort of a quick stroll through this upper floor bit. You can see how big the thing is. You can see outside. It goes on for miles in like a giant circle. All the people chilling out downstairs, having their teas and coffees. And it seems to be like a massive square building. And this is the upper floor of the massive square building. And there's another building that I can't quite work out where that is yet. And quite a lot of the people here don't quite know where that building is either. I'm just going to do a quick tour of this thing. And you can see outside, it is huge, all these things. And there are masses and masses of galleries in here. You could spend days wandering around in here, sifting through the different things. And then I guess as well as that, you've also got the more edgy stuff in different places. But very, very interesting to see. Here we are on the Victorian Miro bit with a bit of a Milton Avery vibe going on here. It's interesting, it's suddenly coming out with a more older, artist in the canon of stuff as opposed to something more contemporary, which I think is quite intriguing. Bizarrely enough, what I spotted down here a second ago was actually it's a little abstract Milton Avery. I suppose you call it abstract, or maybe it's like sort of a seashore, but quite intriguing thing to suddenly find around here. So if you escape outside, this is the outside sort of balcony bonanza area of this gigantic craziness. Anyway, quite entertaining. Masses and masses of people. Loads of them. Got some nice big these guys up here. And Alex Katz. Quite funky big ones here. Stand out really nicely in the art fairs. A lot they did at the last frieze actually. They stand out really well. Big and striking, especially that yellow one. Actually, the colours are really striking. Cool. Okay, here we are, guys, with one of the more entertaining things, fun, especially hopefully for younger viewers. So I think it's this kind of Rodin thing made out of plasticine, and you can lean in and rip a bit off, as far as I can see. Let's try and rip a bit off it. Oh, there we go. There's a bit off. Here you go. Look, it's plasticine. Do you want to stick it on the wall? Here we go, guys. Right, we've ripped a bit off. Now, what should we do with it? Go on, stick it on the wall. Do your name. Okay, guys, let's have a go. It's one big hunk of plasticine, man. There's loads of people enjoying the little plasticine attack. Okay, guys, so we've had our bit of fun. My son has got his name on the wall, and he's now trying to just throw stuff at it. But as you'd expect, entertaining for children and adults alike. It's got a lot of looks and loads of stuff written on the wall where people have been messing around, writing their own little things down. And yeah, what's that? A coin. Oh, somebody stuck a coin in it. Cool. Like a slot machine. Right. Well, let's keep going. Hey guys, here we go. Let's have a little bit of a stroll into Maureen Paley and see what we've got here. Oh well, we've got Maureen Paley herself, right? It's a bit of an entertainment. Other than that, it's not doing a lot for me. This one is, I've seen this guy before, Michael Kreber, seen him at the gallery. It is just one luxurious line on the canvas. Oh man, I mean, you really need to go for the title. The title is 00090. It's like a huge series of paintings, but on one level, you've got to say, for Pete's sake, it is just one line on a canvas. Oh, Tim Rowlands, that's more interesting. I always like a bit of Tim Rowlands. Oh, there's a little bit of music and stuff on there. Sort of actually getting me a bit better, actually. I kind of quite like that. This has got kind of music in the background, chaos on top, sort of a bit of punk art fun. I actually think that's not bad at all. Okay, quite like that. It's probably my favourite piece of contemporary art here today. Funky. Okay, let's keep going. I'm going to try and head on into the Unlimited section now, so let's go for it. Okay, so I think we're heading into this, we're about to head into a bag search on this Unlimited section, which is a different kind of vibe. It's like a more experimental kind of thing. Anyway, it's bag off time. Okay, this place is super huge. Good view of the Unlimited area down there, where hopefully we're going to find this Zeppelin. Well, let's see what happens. Right, and whoa, we're going down again. Let's go down again. On the way to the Zeppelin. Oh, and a sort of big giant area of trees. Maybe that's just a restaurant. Oh no, here we go. This is it. This is Unlimited on the right hand side. Oh man, there are freaky stuff in here. It looks like a sort of giant octopus in the sky. Anyway, we're heading in there in a second. We'll see what happens. Okay guys, here we are. We're in the Unlimited bit. Giant sort of octopus in the sky. And I think this is where the massive, oh here we go. This is the flying Zeppelin thing. When is it next going to fly is the question. Oh, there's quite a lot of people trying to escape. But here we are. And it's kind of cool, that thing. Let's see when the Zeppelin's going to fly. Well, when's the next time? The
2:30 is the next time.
2:30.
Yeah.
2:30. What's the time now? Oh, I've completely forgotten. Hang on. 15 minutes. Oh, nice one. Cool. Okay, thank you. Here you go, guys. And here is a freaky empty shop. You wander around the empty shop. Comment on consumerism, no doubt. Quite freaky wandering around the empty shop. Feels a bit more like a zombie attack's taking place. But and I suppose you've got blue and white lines. Got a nice bit of abstraction taking place in the zombie shop. But quite enjoying the zombie shop. Right, head out of the zombie shop. The giant octopus thing is on show again. Octopus thing. Okay, let's see what else there is here. Okay guys, so this Unlimited bit is absolutely gigantic, basically. It's like some massive building, completely mystifying above or below where we were before. But there's just stuff everywhere, and it is huge. I think there's something like 76 artists in here, and each of them got some full-on freaky thing. And this is a full-on sort of entertainment fest, basically. Very strange thing. You've got a sort of full-on art fair entertainment thing, like a giant wooden bear. This sort of weird rocky thing we're going to walk on. At least I think we can walk on it. We'll see what happens. Oh! I haven't been told off yet. I'm normally told off. Oh, I haven't been told off. There we go. I told you I'd be told off. Sorry. Thank you. I have been told off, as ever. I'm not entirely sure why I was told off. Because I thought, oh, I went the wrong way round. There was a queue. Anyway, first telling off today, apart from the woman who's complained that I had a rucksack, even though I'm allowed to have a rucksack. But anyway, right, let's try again. Okay guys, here we go on the wobbly path. Okay, this has been allowed on this time as we went the wrong way before. The woman in charge just told me nobody's been injured yet, but I mean, there are bits of this sort of wobbling around. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, some people are walking around the wobbly path with a sort of serious, intense, oh cool, funky bit of, it is like metal, but a very intense, like the sort of experiencing something. Maybe I should be making more the most of it. But it sort of widens up quite nicely down here. For some reason, it's actually quite a pleasurable experience going down the rocky thing. Please don't hurt yourself. Sorry, my son's just climbing onto one of the dangerous bits. But right, we've got to the end. It's good. A little browse around, and then we'll head back. It's strangely enough, the best bit actually is the widening out at the end. It's quite entertaining. Now it's narrowing back down again, so we head back down the other way, and we're going back. What's going to happen when we get back? It's really bumpy. So if you didn't have just say wear appropriate footwear. And it is really bumpy. If you didn't have appropriate footwear, it would be horrible. Right, we're nearly at the end. Make sure we can. Whoa, Rafi, don't fall over. Okay, never mind. Right, I think we made it out without any injuries. Right, we're off. And that was, oops, sorry. Let's see, that was by, hang on baby. Massimo Bartolini. Jew. Tresborn. Let's see what's next. Well, like I said, this unlimited bit really is gigantic. Everywhere around you there's more weird stuff, cars or things. It really is a sort of fun thing for kids, and actually quite fun for adults, but it is a bit like a, you know, what would you say, sort of fun fair, art fun fair. Anyway, I asked you whether art really is what art is becoming, like a fun fair. There's a bit more art fun fair where you got, what are these things? They are, oh, they're like sort of actually quite hard eggs, which you can walk on. Okay guys, so shoes are off. Let's head on to this thing. Okay, what's it like? Yeah, it's like being on a really nasty beach. Okay, it's really, really painful. Ow, ow, ow. And above you, you've got all these bullets. So yeah, you've got a, ow, made my feet go really weird. Ow, 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 ow. Oh. Okay, anyway, there you go. That was entertaining. Okay guys, so we're wandering on after the egg thing. There's a giant house. It is generally quite big, made out like pots and pans and stuff. Little bits of string holding up the giant pot and pan house. I don't think oh, some people seem to be in the pot and pan house. Oh, the pot and pan house actually appears to be a, I don't know, maybe it's a restaurant, maybe it's not. There's only 2 people in there. Oh, Cook the World. I think it must be a more like, oh, what does it say? Is there anything about it around here? It must be more like a, well, I'm trying to, I'm not sure, raise awareness of hunger? I'm not entirely sure. We'll see. Okay guys, so it's pots and pans from all over the world. Here we go, Fila de Barlow. Loads of flags, look at that. Loads of them. Funky. Oh, you got a bit more, you can see the pot and pan house from here. Okay guys, we're rushing back to try and see the Zeppelin. Oh man, it really is flying around. And as far as I can see, it only lasts 15 minutes. It takes 2 hours to charge, 2 hours to cool down, flies for 15 minutes. So we're heading back towards it. I think so. So here we go, here's the Zeppelin, let's get up to it. Freaky. Is it actually flying? Hard to tell. Let's see if we can get up to it and have a proper look at it. Right. Right, let's try and get in. Got a pop concert, everybody's filming. Right, let's see if we get up to the Zeppelin. What can we see? There's a ring of guards around it in case you rush forwards and try to leap on the Zeppelin. Right, there we go. Let's see if we can get this up a bit higher. Let's have a quick, there we go guys. Right, so you can see it flying around there. It is genuinely flying around it. Is there somebody with a remote control guiding this thing? Who knows? Do you think? Whoa! Sorry, Buster. You okay? Right, guys. There it is, flying around. It's coming back towards us. Here it comes. Wow. There you go. Zeppelin flight. And look at that weird little motor on it. We've suddenly realised it's tied. In the centre down there, there's a little, what would you call it? A little sort of thing on the floor, and there's actually a very thin, like, bit of wire attached from that thing, the bottom left of the screen, and that attaches to the Zeppelin, which is why it's going in a circle. Here we are, still in Unlimited, with a bit of a huge sign that sort of sums up that Western attitude, basically. Probably sums up Trump, doesn't it? But there you go, man. Check it out. Quite cool. And that is by Barbara Kruger. Now, people are better than your people. This is actually quite cool. It's like a tyre with the tyre tracks whistling down to a sort of big painting of a tyre. But when you stand in front of it, actually quite smooth. You feel a bit like a mouse with a car hurtling past you. It's quite cool. Anyway guys, we're heading out of the Unlimited section, which was thankfully really good fun. Super entertaining, and even children enjoyed it. Right, let's see if we can get out. On the way out, this is a quite funky restaurant with all the sort of plants and things and the usual bookstall stuff. magazines. There used to be like a live talk area. Anyway, we're heading out, man. So, really good fun. Quite fascinating. Obviously, masses of stuff. Didn't really get around all of it, but was absolutely interesting. It's got a much better vibe than like Frieze in London. Maybe Europeans are a bit more into looking at everything and enjoying the whole thing in a less critical fashion. But no, it's really cool. It's got a really good vibe. Everybody seems into it. Look, there's loads of people coming in. Everybody's excited. You have got that sort of fun bit down there for kids. I mean, it's kind of like a day out. But and then upstairs you got all the art. So really cool. You can see why it's like the Uber Art Fair in Europe. But it's really cool. Okay, guys. So let's rock.